Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the Knox County Sheriff's Department. Sorry, I have a lot of them that I've been having to get into contact with here lately. For my movements efforts. But I'm assuming Knox County Mugshots would be a term. It's some sheriff's departments, like some within my state, they taken it upon themselves to put that actually on the website itself. When, of course, the actual term is booking photos, but, whatever. That's the term in Google, okay? When you search this phrase, according to SEMrush, and this is always way under, so, I would say probably 11,000 people a month are hitting that. They're searching for Knox County Sheriff mugshots, okay? So you type that in. Now, what do you see at the top? Well, who you should see at the top would be the knoxsheriff.org, because you're the caretakers of the record and information. You're the one processing the paperwork. By default, you should be at the top. Even for slang jargon such as this, especially considering this is the term an abundance of people are searching for. This is what they're typing in. See, what's invariably happening is the very first one at the top is not you. It's actually a commercialized website, the press. That's what I have one of my blogs in as a suffix. So they're essentially taking all the traffic and profiteering from it. They do this in two different ways. One, if Google AdSense oversights it, they'll monetize with advertising and banner ads on the site itself. The major payday that they get is through extorting people. What they do is, whether they're innocent or not, they just put the mugshot up online, and then they try to charge them a bunch of money, like $400 to take it down, with another company that's supposedly not them, but I've caught them in multiple scenarios where it's the same person for, like, not only that website, but when you pay that one off, all of a sudden the mugshot shows up on 2 or 3 other sites. Okay, and that's what these people are doing. And realistically, if you had a web developer that was on point, solid, you should have this entire page one dominated with your social platforms. These people shouldn't even be getting the chance to get their parasitic little paws on this fraud and identity theft little syndicate that they got going on. It's public record, yes, but nonetheless, as the caretakers of it, there's a couple really, really huge vulnerabilities that you're leaving up. Okay. That's extreme, okay? You see, you have the entire table. All somebody has to do, they can literally just make an RSS feed and just pull all the data, all the tables in seconds. Every single one of these from A to Z, they can have everything in real time updated, just at a constant. And literally you're just data mining this entire database of information, okay? Usually, like when you go to look up, like, a record or something, like, what was it? So you go to, like, a normal, just like, I'm working with them to fix theirs too, but so let's say you go to inmate information, right? Okay. And you go here, you see how you get this thing, and this is obviously Google provides these, in the webmaster's console. And in order for you to search for somebody, you got to type their name or their number or something like that, and you get results for that one query after you verify that you're not a robot, not leaving it exposed for every single person. Sure, maybe, some people can just dehumanize them, oh, they got arrested, they're scum, screw them, they're not even people anymore. Just feed them their own feces, but here's the thing, a good percentage of them are innocent, because the charges never get filed. Whether that means, just somebody dropped the ball and they failed miserably at the prosecution end, or the person was authentically, innocent. Both scenarios occur in abundance. So essentially, by putting the date of birth, and being that I was a penetration tester for a while, I know full and well how to pull tables and do all the stuff that these people are doing. Once you have a date of birth and you got a full name, you just need the last four of the social. It's over. These people have any credit that's redeemable whatsoever. I mean, somebody could be robbing these fools blind. It's really not that hard to convince an idiot to give you the last four of the social pertaining to be somebody with an engineering technique called social engineering. So what you're doing is you're leaving all that vulnerable. That's a big issue. Now that you've been made aware of this, I think the right thing to do, I don't know what you're going to do, but I think that the right thing to do, ladies and gentlemen, officers, and, attorneys and prosecutors and all that, and web developers, you got to put a Google Captcha on this stuff, and you got to secure your data. You can't just leave data sitting out there. I bet the majority of you shred documents that you get in the mail if you have a paper shredder. You don't just throw your mail with credentials on it in the trash unshredded. I'm sure you shred it, and I'm sure you don't give everyone your password, and you don't tell everybody your date of birth, and you probably don't even have it on your Facebook, if you even have a Facebook. So what you're doing here is wrong. If you're gonna bust people and arrest them for fraud, okay, then you shouldn't be leaving people's information open to exploitation. Thank you for your time. God bless.